Each year, the Sikeston Chamber recognizes a civic group. The 2024 winner is the Veterans Park Committee. In addition to their most recent Sikeston Honors Veterans Banner project, they have come together over the years to constantly improve upon this meaningful park and wonderful asset to Sikeston. Congratulations to this outstanding group of veteran volunteers.
Displays include the F-4 Phantom jet, which supported Marine and Army infantry in Vietnam, the M60 battle tank, which stood off against Warsaw Pact forces in Europe during the Cold War, Korean War vintage chopper, the 2,000-ton naval anchor, and the 105 artillery howitzer piece, along with a Blue Star marker. We've added two things to the park of great significance: the War Memorial, where we have 4 granite tablets of Sikeston KIAs that were killed in World War I, II, Korea, and Vietnam, along with the Sikeston Banner project, which was helped by Kathy Medley of the Chamber. The Sikeston Veterans Park is one of the finest parks in the Show Me State. Our chairman, Steve Taylor, deserves a great deal of credit for this park. Each and every year at the park, we have a Memorial Day service to salute the service and sacrifice of those who made the ultimate sacrifice. We appreciate the chamber member support and also the splendid support we receive from the city of Sikeston for all our noble endeavors.
Let me tell you what the park means to me. My name's Dan Armour, and Veterans Park, when I came back from Iraq in 2005, I was approached by the committee, and they asked me to join the park board committee. And it was such an honor. But what it means to me as a veteran is we're honoring all veterans that have served. We're honoring their sacrifices that they've made, their commitment. We're honoring their families for the sacrifices that they have made.
When I came back and found out these guys were doing Veterans Park, I just couldn't wait to participate in it, because I made a lot of friends in 6 months. When you're together like that in AIT, and all these guys can testify to that. And I saw what they did, and I didn't know how many of my friends were going to come back. And so I thought this was the greatest way to honor our veterans and my friends and the men and women that served in the service.
I was very honored to be asked to be on the board. My father was a veteran of World War II. My brother was a veteran. I'm a veteran. My father-in-law was a veteran of World War II. My brother-in-law was a veteran, and my stepson was a veteran too. And it was just made me real proud. This is a way to thank those guys and all the guys and our classmates that didn't make it through Vietnam, remembering those guys. And I'm kind of a military historian in my own right, and I visit museums and stuff like that wherever I travel, and I'm so proud of Sikeston to honor our vets the way we do out at Veterans Park.
I served in the United States Air Force 4 years during Vietnam. My brother was in the Navy in Saigon, so they sent me to Germany and to northern Michigan, so we kept the peace there. But coming on this committee with these guys is quite an honor, because anybody that's been to the park, and if you have not been, we would ask you to come park and walk through the park. And we want the citizens of our, not only Sikeston, but anybody that comes through our town, to come to our Veterans Park. It's unique. Not every town has a park like this, and it's for the enjoyment and the history of all to come to see. Because if we don't remember history, we're doomed to repeat it.
I'm a proud member of the Sikeston Veterans Park Committee. I spent 23 and a half years with the Missouri National Guard. During that time, I met a lot of people, served a lot of people, and a lot of the people that I served with, they're not local here in Sikeston. And so being a part of the Veterans Park Committee kind of gives me that connection. After spending 23 years in the National Guard, it becomes like family. And so this group has become part of my extended family as well. Again, I'm glad to be a part of this park.
One of the biggest reasons why I wanted to be active in this committee was that the guys I served with in Vietnam in 1968, we were brothers. I mean, we were blood brothers. And it just means so much to me that we're taking time to make sure we don't forget all those guys. Some of those guys, we got close enough, I mean, they made my day. Cause there wasn't many good days over there. And I'm very proud to have served in this location with the same quality of guys that I served with in Vietnam.
I was in Vietnam the year of 1967 with the 9th Infantry Division as a machine gunner. Came back and kept pretty quiet about that for about 50 years. And I had a vision that I wanted to see a monument at Veterans Park with the names of the men from Sikeston area that were killed in action in Vietnam. So I approached the Veterans Park Committee and told them my vision. They all were unanimous in that. Steve Taylor, the president of our committee, he said, John, why don't we add to this somewhat? Not only have the names of the guys from Sikeston that were killed in Vietnam, let's get the names of all the men from World War I, World War II, Korea, and Vietnam. Now let's put that on this monument. And so I went to my late wife and I said, I got a chore for you. That is why I'm a member of the committee now. The names on the monument are not just names. There's a song by a group called the Statler Brothers called More Than a Name on a Wall.
Yeah.
And these guys were more, and they are more than a name on a wall. I'm very proud that this is taking place and hope everyone can look at that monument and feel the same way.